Hey, welcome back to Texas Dragon Fruit. Guys, I wanted to talk about the pros and cons about tipping and not tipping your dragon fruits, and a little bit of progression, how these things are growing since I potted them. These were started back in December to root. They were all cuttings, ain't no rooting on these. So I rooted them in December. We are May, and just look, 5, 6 months and all this progression. So the pros and cons about tipping your dragon fruit, guys. I tipped this probably about a month ago. All right, 3 new branches, doing great. Tipped this the same time and it's doing great. Here's another one. You know, we got maybe 15, 18-inch branches growing on them. Here's another one. Tip this same time, and look at this, guys. I mean, just doing great. Here's this one, this one, this one, all doing great. Now, this was experimental. I've done this before, but I just wanted to bring this up to show you guys the pros and the cons. I said I've been doing this 18 years, so I have a little experience. I mean, look at this great bunch of new branches coming out. They're all healthy, vigorous, growing like weeds. And that's it, right? Cut it, I'm done. 18, 24-inch branches, no fruit. Why? Very young branches. I mean, I might be able to get something here. Who knows? But I do know one thing. This was tipped. This is not tipped. And look at that. You know, that's a 4-foot branch. But look what it's naturally doing, guys. It is giving me new branches. And I have this. Yes, it's young. But there's still a possibility that I'll get fruit. If not, next year. This stuff might not give me fruit next year, but this branch will. Here's another one. I mean, they're all coming. Very, very healthy branch. Very healthy. Here's another one. This is a very healthy branch. And look at this, guys. By itself, naturally, it's giving me branches. No need to tip. Once your branch starts curling down, it's gonna give you new branches. So my opinion to you guys is, look, this thing's already curling down. I have a possibility it could give me fruit this year. But look what it's doing here. It's giving me new branches. What I'm trying to say is, you're better off not tipping and wait. Wait for the process. It's gonna happen. Once this limb starts bending over like these are, it's gonna grow branches. What did you leave on this branch? On this dragon fruit, you left a branch that could possibly give you fruit. So don't cut your opportunity off to possibly get dragon fruit this year. You know, look at this, guys. It's already coming. These branches are here. I have the possibility of getting fruit. Look at this. What's happening here? Branch. And we've got a good, solid, healthy branch that could possibly give me fruit. This one was tipped. this isn't going to produce any fruit for me. So, in my opinion, guys, the process of not tipping your dragon fruit automatically is going to give you branches, and you have a branch now that can possibly give you fruit sooner than from tipping it. Why? Because now I got a branch. 18 years ago when I started this, there was a saying, I do a lot of research. My job had to do with research. And 18 years ago when I started growing dragon fruit, the story back then was your dragon fruit plant had to be more than 10 pounds for it to start producing dragon fruit. That was the story 18 years ago. That was what was known about dragon fruit. To start producing fruit, your dragon fruit plant had to weigh more than 10 pounds. So, you know, I can't say my dragon fruits weigh 10 pounds. But they're getting there, you know. So that's the research I did 18 years ago. Your dragon fruit plant had to be more than 10 pounds. So, all right, guys. Another thing that I'm going to show you here is the progression of these things. These are 6 months. There were cuttings, and just look at them. My trellises are 5 foot tall, and you can already see that some are way over it. Here's a little something. This purple haze is in the shade. You look at these, they're very thin, because this plant right here gets a lot of shade. I will move this plant out, swap it out to a more sunny area, and I'm going to show you how much these improve once we put them in to the sunny part. All right, guys, I see a lot of growth here. I don't need that. I want to send all the energy toward the top. And there we go. These two are going to take off like rockets. These guys I had leave on here. This is a very hardy plant, growing real well. I'm not really messing with it. These will be cuttings. That's why I left them there. It's growing like a weed. I'm letting those grow up a little bit. I'll cut them off and root them, and they're ready to go. This one I damaged when I was planting, but look. So there you go. I'm very pleased with the way these things are growing. Trisha, El Grullo, Keslo, Edgar's baby. I mean, they're all doing real well. Desert King, look at this thing. I mean, these were tiny cuttings when I got them. Let me see. This cutting was no more than a foot long, foot tall. And that was back in December. So there you go, guys. Look at that. Bunch of new growth there. All right, guys. It was just a question about my suggestion to help you decide whether you want to tip them or you don't. A lot of people say tip them, but what happens when you tip it? You just cut your opportunity to possibly get fruit earlier. Look at this Pelora seedling. This thing is easily 10 foot tall, and it's already coming out with new branches. But I still have this branch that has that possibility of growing fruit. So I didn't cut my possibility of having fruit earlier. So I hope this helps you all out, guys. Trust the process. They're all gonna root out. They're all gonna throw out new branches. Just give it time. Don't cut your opportunity away to grow branches. It's gonna happen. They all will. They're all gonna grow branches. Trust the process. All right, guys, y'all have a great weekend. Talk to y'all later.